What's that face for?
What, is it your first time freaking doing a YouTube video?
Well, the producer of Hustlin' Horsepower isn't all that great. So, hey, it's me.
And Maddie. Who are you? Nick, from Hustlin' Horsepower.
Who are you?
Maddie. From Lady Gangster Racing.
I guess Lady Gangster is no longer a deal.
Here we are at Flying Hammer. Nick thinks he's musically inclined.
Badge of the bone.
Oh.
Not yet, but soon to be.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at this, Blue Fox.
Blue Fox.
About her about getting her road rage incident earlier.
Yeah, she does that a lot. You should see her when she's driving. You should see her when she's driving the toter home. She runs people right into the ditch.
I told her, I said, listen, when somebody throws their finger up at you, that's an open invitation to throw hands with them. You loop that finger around, run down, sit there about
I
that
was
life.
about to.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta let Rex
He literally
She came back and
cut
she's like,
across.
go get him, Rex.
She's thinking about going back there and like drilling them.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta cut them off. Let them know you ain't no punk.
Oh, look at him. He's got some trick flow heads on this sucker too.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to Hustlin' Horsepower. We got me, myself, Nick from Hustlin' Horsepower.
Maddie from Lady Gangster Racing.
Kaidyn.
And we got Kaidyn. This is Boost is my friend's son, and we're gonna be putting him to work a little bit. And we got Sleepy over here. I don't know what Sleepy's gonna be doing. He's probably gonna
troubles.
He's
Spreading
probably
hate and discontent.
yeah, probably something like that. So
Maybe cooking dinner.
yeah, he's gonna be cooking us dinner so we could get to work. So guys, we're what are we gonna start on today? We're probably Maddy went to HED. Pete Harrell at HED earlier today, and they're working on the machine work for my new stuff that
We've been waiting on.
yeah, but
Well,
not because of him.
Yeah.
So Pete's he got on the ball for us, and he's really going through the process and trying to speed up that process as diligently as he can for us. Of course, there's an order of operations that you need to go through, and he's working on that process for us. So like, that's cool. That's good news. But we're busting butt on this chassis here, and we're going to try to get this chassis going as quickly as possible without cutting any corners, okay? There's a possibility that we'll have this car that will be needing a motor in the next, 4 weeks. So, Kaidyn's over here, and we're either going to go get him some Zaxby's chicken or some bacon. He hasn't decided yet, and we're going to start pulling the motor out of the altered intentions. Now, a lot of people don't like altered intentions, and that's perfectly okay. Altered intentions is completely modular. It all unbolts, and we could give that car back to Turbo John in the same
Condition.
better condition that we got it from him from. Okay, but the only reason we aren't racing that car right now, well, there's two reasons. First, primarily, is we're having some engine troubles since we had the accident. And we're going to get that short block over to Pete, and we're going to go through it, and we're going to sonic test that. And I might be there for that process. Maddy might be there for that process. More than likely, maybe Lady Gangster over here, because, she's not overly good at chassis work.
You'll get more done being there than I will being at the shop here doing the build, right?
That's a good way to put it, right? That's a good way to put it. So, guys, also, we're teaching Kaidyn real-life things. So, I let him know that if you're going to have a girlfriend, you got to have snacks around. So before you get a girlfriend, you got to have snacks. If you have snacks without a girlfriend, it's all good. But if you have a girlfriend with no snacks, then that's no good. So he said, maybe I'll just have race cars and snacks. And I said, dude, you're going to have a very happy life. But make sure that if you're going to have snacks and a race car, that the girlfriend comes after that. But if you forget the snacks, you're not going to have a happy girlfriend. It's just not going to, it just doesn't work that way. So, life lessons.
But I provided my own snack.
You probably swiped my credit card.
No, because you left it at the gas station 3 weeks ago and we haven't had it since.
How about this?
Yeah, I have.
Huh?
That looks good.
Oh.
See?
Looking good.
See, guys, we got this parts washer, or not we. The guys here at Flying Hammer have this parts washer that we use as a dishwasher, and it works pretty good. So, you just got to clean it a little bit after it goes through the parts washer. But, yeah.
It works.
It works. So, me and Kaidyn and Lady Gangster are going to start working on the car. And then we might just let Kaidyn, run wild, taking some stuff apart, and
Pulling the motor.
get the motor pulled out of that thing so we could get it to HED, get the short block over to HED, so we could go over and I ordered up or we didn't yet, I need to, order up a dial bore gauge and a micrometer so we could double check bearing clearances and stuff like that. I don't know where my stuff went, but we'll go through that process Pete will go through it, but we'll be able to go and do that as a precautionary measure in future deals here. So, ready to get at it?
Yeah.
Ready to get at it.
Step 1, get car out of the trailer. He looks like a little midget. Because you can't, you barely see out the window.
Yeah, hold on. All right, hook me up and pull me over.
If you want to take her for a ride.
All right, ready?
Let's do. We got
We're
the
gonna
car
strip
down
off.
here.
We're gonna get the block down to a short block before we take it out. So we'll be taking off the intake, right? Then we'll be taking off the turbos, the charge pipes, the fuel cell, the radiator, and the whole electrical harness. So these are 7/16, 9/16, 4mm because they're from Australia. I'll get you the red AN wrench. This is just quick disconnect and a 9/16. Ooh, it's stuck. So you'll just take off this as a 9/16 here, slide that off, and I'll get you the rest of the stuff to get this all stripped apart. And then we'll be over there. Okay? Okay. So I'm gonna go get you some tools. And then water. It's all water in here, so you can just drop it on the ground. But if you wait until the last minute to drop it on the ground, you get less wet. But we can get you some cardboard and stuff like that. And we'll get the once we get that all stuff done, get this all stripped out, then we'll undo the converter bolts and get the tranny out of this thing. So, yeah. If you want, I'll go get you some tools, and you could just start like undoing like all the charge pipes here and the electrical harness.
5/8.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
Well, guys, I officially screwed up my first bar. So we got Maddy and Kaidyn over there, boosting my friend's son. He's gonna go be boosting my friend in the next couple of years, but he's 15 years old. Summer is about to be here, so he's over here helping out, getting the motor out of Altered Intentions. Maddy stopped over at Pete's place today, and Pete over at HED, Harold Engine and Dyno. He's on YouTube at Real Good at Doing Stuff, and that guy's really good at doing stuff. He's a pretty smart dude, really smart dude, and he's pretty good at all this stuff. So he's gonna be the machine shop that we're using. He's had our stuff for the a week and a half now. He had to send it out to get to do some special stuff on it. Yeah, I know. He sent it out to go. We're putting some big lifters in things, so he doesn't have the equipment to do it efficiently at his place. So he sent out to another place locally to put in a 55mm cam, which is an aftermarket cam. Size cam, a little bit larger journals, so we don't have valve train issues, and 903 lifters, which is like a Hemi style lifter and not a conventional big block Chevy lifter. Standard big block Chevy lifter is 0.842 inches, and the Hemis are 0.903 lift, so it has a lot larger diameter for a little bit more valve or stability. So Maddy shot over there today to check up on that stuff, and he's like, hey, if there's any delays in this, we don't want to be screwed. And I was talking to Maddy about this last night, And I said, run over to Pete's and just like figure out a status update on that stuff, and let's see, like, let's play it by ear. So, long story short, she went over there, and Pete was like, hey, get this motor out of the thing, and let's give it a good look over. So, as you all know, we've had some engine troubles since the accident. Everything was working pretty well. We did break the rod at Crossville 2 weeks before we lost the car, but everything was happy after that. And then we lost the car, and then we started running into some oil pressure issues and stuff like that. So, not exactly sure what the cause of it is. Bearing clearances were not bad. They might be now. They weren't bad. We're just going to get it over there and give it a better look. So, thank you, Pete. I appreciate it. They're getting that thing over there and get it done. So, as I was over there helping them and coming over here and doing a little bit of chassis work, I screwed up my first bar. So, but I get to teach you something new because I did screw up my first bar. This was supposed to be the door bar, a secondary door bar, 1.5" 058 wall. Of course, I'm using my my toilet paper trick, but I'm gonna bring you over here and I'll show you something. So this tube right here is supposed to sit on that side like this and be fish mounted here. Well, unfortunately, I did the long side and the long side at the same profile. This was supposed to be rotated 180 degrees off, and I simply got distracted and screwed up. Now you could go through and scrap this bar, or start over and just throw it in the scrap pile and use it on something else like the kidney bar here or something. But since this is on the same profile, you can just switch this thing around, okay? And it'll be on the same angle. So this was supposed to sit into this tube like this, but I can flop it around this way and do the same thing. So that's gonna sit there just like that. So in doing so, I'll be able to use this tube for both the front sections of this. This is 1 5/8, these are 1.5". So instead of using this bar over there where it was supposed to be because I screwed it up, I can still reuse all this material except for 3 or 4 inches. This stuff is like $5, $6 a foot right now. And I could change it to put it in the kidney bar here and waste 6 inches of it. But if I put it here, I could waste maybe 1 or 2 inches of it. So there's, long story short, there's the way geometry works and stuff like that, right? If it's coming in on this angle, you could flip it around and keep on continuing that same angle. Even though it was supposed to be on that side, you could flip it around and keep on your profile, generally speaking, and not waste your complete tubing. Now, in my opinion, it is best to do all the long bars in the car first. If you do all the long bars first, if you screw those up, let's say I screwed this bar up, there's still this amount of tubing that is good, and this amount of tubing that's good. If this bend is off a couple degrees, it might be useful in another area in the cage. You might be able to use this for your funny car cage. So I'd recommend doing the longest bars in the car first, the main cage, and then start working on your gussets and stuff like that. Because if you do screw up the main hoop, there's still sections of tubing that you can reuse. If you do the main hoop and then you start doing all your gussets or all your funny car cage bars first, well, then you need a 14, 12 foot, 6 foot section of pipe to do another bar. And if you screw that one up, well, now you got all these pieces of tubing that are all these small sections, and you're gonna have to go buy another stick. So just be conscious of that, and just be cognitive of those things while you're going through and doing the chassis. So I'm gonna go repurpose this bar. Ooh. Boom. Yep.
Glad I got the pry bars just in time.
Hey, Nick. How long has that been riding there?
No, it must have just fell in.
That just fell in.
I was about to say, man.
But see how see how they're glued together?
Oh yeah, they're tiny.
I gotta glue them together. So I gotta run these are 1275s and 1275 5s. So it's like,
Well, we got the intake off. No, I remember.
Listen, I've seen freaking rags like that.
so guys, thank you for watching the video. I appreciate everyone that likes and subscribes to the channel and helps grow this journey and spread the word of drag racing and everything that goes into it. And everyone, all the young kids and stuff like that send in messages and stuff to that's the cool part about it for me. And one of the big reasons for doing all the YouTube stuff as of recent is simply because basically spreading the gospel of the sport I love. So yeah. So in closing, how was the work? How was the work yesterday?
Those truck manifolds were awful to get off.
Those things suck. They cost me literally 300-400 horsepower on the dyno, but hey, they work. That's not what's causing the engine issues, but
No.
whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, those ones kind of suck.
Other than that, it wasn't too bad. It took us a little bit of time figuring out. When we had that motor in the other truck, I thought there was a lot more that stayed in the intake and like electrical harness. We'd put it in that valley of the intake.
Yeah,
And
that's
didn't-
correct.
So I don't know. I didn't realize that it was going to be so different.
Well, when I
for the
build a
same
car from
motor.
scratch, I make it serviceable because that
Yeah.
it just makes sense. It
Yeah.
makes it easier around myself. So, Kaidyn, what was your thought on the first half day of working?
Pretty good. I mean, took a lot of time, but it worked.
Learning and stuff like that, and getting to figure out some stuff. And what's one thing that you learned?
Oh, so whenever you want a girlfriend, you gotta give them snacks. Because if you don't give them snacks,
They get hangry.
they get angry.
So you could either have a race car and a girlfriend and have snacks, or if you want to get a girlfriend, you gotta have snacks in your pocket. So
Yeah.
he's prepared this time, and he's got a snack in case a cute girl starts walking by. He can whip out a piece of chocolate for her. So
Nick is teaching him great life lessons.
he's got a piece of chocolate in his pocket in case a cute girl decides to walk down the court, and he can be like, "Hey, honey, I got snacks," and a great personality, and tall, pale and handsome. So yeah. So guys, I appreciate it. We're gonna get probably another video out tomorrow. We're probably gonna post the trailer up for sale today, and then so if that sells, we'll be looking for a 34 to 36 foot regular tag trailer, like I sold just
A couple months ago.
yeah, like the month before we lost the homegrown hustler or something like that. So yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Wish I still had that trailer, but hey, that's all good. Appreciate it, guys, and see you.
In the next video.
Yeah, probably tomorrow. You never know. See you guys. All right, guys. So, in closing, how do you want to close this up? The first little, I guess it wasn't much of a little bit of car work, but not a whole lot. So, guys, I greatly appreciate everyone that likes and subscribes to the channel. And this stuff's slowly growing, and that's kind of cool because we get to spread the word, and we get to kind of like spread the love of the sport I love. Cut. Bloopers.
Oh, wait, you want to see the blooper of this video?
No, we got work to do.
Oh.
All right, guys, welcome back to the bloopers. So, guys, take 3.